Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will be showing you what I did in Luxembourg, history about the area, travel advice, and more. Luxembourg has the highest rate of car ownership in the world, with 647 cars per 1,000 population. Luxembourg is the second richest country in the world, ranked by its gross domestic product. Luxembourg gets its name from its Saxon fortress. Luxembourg was founded in 963 AD as the County of Luxembourg by Sigefroid. Count Sigefroid actually built this fort, and the ancient Saxon name Lucilinburhuc, Little Fortress, symbolized its strategic position. Luxembourg is one of the safest countries in the world. Crime rates in Luxembourg are impressively low. According to the UN survey, you have less chance of being shot in Luxembourg than in any other country in the world. A restaurant in Luxembourg has the world's largest wine list, with a pick of 2,200 different wines. Luxembourg is one of the smallest countries in the world. It's about the same size as the County of Dorset in the UK and slightly smaller than Rhode Island in the US. Fun fact about Luxembourg, it is the only Grand Duchy in the world. After the defeat of Napoleon in 1815, the Congress of Vienna made Luxembourg into a Grand Duchy, which is a state or territory ruled by a Grand Duke or Duchess. The country's full name is, in fact, the Grand Duchy of Luxembourg. The current Grand Duke is Crown Prince Henry, who assumed the throne in October 2000. The Grand Ducal Palace is a must-see, and it was completed in 1574. Although the Grand Duke and his family don't reside there now, it still serves as an administration hub for the country and is host to offices for the entire family. While we were at dinner, which was 9 p.m. and it was still daylight outside, we were graced with some street performing. Luxembourgers are typically trilingual. The national language is Luxembourgish. In the workplace, in the media, and in everyday life, Luxembourgish, German, English, French, and Portuguese are generally common. Now, the Luxembourg Parliament uses Luxembourgish, while laws use French. The Cathedral of Notre Dame sits along the fortress wall. Since 1621, the Catholic-style church holds the family crypt of John I, Count of Luxembourg of Bohemia, who lived in 1296-1346. We hopped aboard a train and took it all the way over to Vanden. This took about 30 minutes. We then took a bus to the rest of the way up to the town of Vanden. Here is where you can see Vanden Castle sitting up on the hill. Bricked building on the right is Vanden Church. Vanden Church was founded in 1248. The main altar is located in the choir space added in 1644, and this Rococo altar is beautiful. It is worth a visit. You can also see the bronze bust of famous writer Victor Hugo, who wrote Les Miserables. Victor Hugo used to live in the white building over on the other side of our river. Luxembourg has no shortage of castles, but the most famous one is going to be Vanden Castle. To get to Vanden Castle, you have to take a lift up and then hike down over to the castle. Vanden Castle is one of the largest fortified castles west of the River of Rhine. It dominates the town of Vanden, being 310 meters in height and 90 meters long, and it overlooks the River of Our around 100 meters below. Vanden Castle was built on the site of an ancient Roman castellum, with the basement appearing to have been a Carolingian refuge. Next thing we had to do after getting off the lift was hike all the way down to Vanden Castle. I highly recommend eating before you go on this hike and also bringing a bottle of water on the hike. In around the year of 1100, a square keep was built as well as a kitchen, chapel, and residential rooms, which indicated that an aristocratic family resided there at the time. During the first half of the 12th century, a new residential tower and a prestigious chapel were added, and the palace itself was extended. The Counts of Vanden added a new 2-story palace with a grand gallery connecting it to the chapel, which indicates that they sought to rival the House of Luxembourg. The last great change took place in the middle of the 13th century, when the entire castle was adopted into a Gothic style. The castle was effectively abandoned by the Counts of Vanden in the 16th century until a number of political alliances with the House of Nassau meant that the Count of Nassau took an interest in it in 1564. The House of Nassau then left Vanden Castle in 1566 to lead the Dutch revolt against King Philip II of Spain, which meant that Philip II confiscated it and bestowed it upon the Earl of Luxembourg. In 1820, King William I sold the castle to an ealdorman, who sold off different parts of the castle and left it soon to become ruins. In the 19th and 20th century, attempts to reconstruct the castle were interrupted by the Belgian Revolution of 1830, which was the First World War and the Second World War. Finally, the castle was restored via an enormous project that lasted until 1990. Today, the castle is open to visitors throughout the year from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. Visitors can enjoy a number of exhibits as well as note the castle's history via the combination of both ancient and modern architecture. There is a small ticket price to visit the inside of the castle, including the castle's chapel. Ticket prices vary according to the types of visitors, as well as several discounts are also available. The standard ticket price is about €5, which is $6 for an average citizen. This concluded my trip to Luxembourg. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you come back for more adventures.